Every explorer gets great thrill and excitement from trespassing. The signs "Do not enter" and "No trespassing" entices us to explore. I, for one, crave to go beyond your typical sightseeing attraction. I strive to find the off-the-grid adventure to see what others have not. To discover an unknown place or relish in the beauty of the architecture and of old abandoned building can be utterly breathtaking. The euphoric sense of freedom stimulates the desire to go beyond the boundaries to see what exactly is so restricted. I've explored numerous abandoned buildings, distilleries, structures, roads, even whole towns that have been left to decay. One place that stands out above all would be an old abandoned resort located in the Poconos Mountain. Imagine you're transported back to the 1970s where everything was groovy. The laid-back atmosphere made partying and infidelity nothing but a casualty. This lover's paradise once boomed with couples looking to escape reality or just have fun with friends. Fast forward to 2018. This once romantic and elegant resort now glooms as the decaying structure still holds much memorabilia of the Love Shack era. Upon arriving to our destination, we pull off alongside the road where the resort used to once welcome guests with open arms. Settled back away from the main road where traffic would buzz by, the resort sat desolate and abandoned, surrounded by a dense forest consuming. We scoped the ground as how to get into the restricted property, noticing the tall, secure chain-link fence surrounding every inch. Finally, we find a small opening where it was noticeable that others have used to gain access. As we entered the grounds, we were met by overgrown shrubbery that was consuming what was a once paved walkway extending throughout the whole resort. We choose to take the first path to the right, which led us to the lobby. While we slowly enter the dim, dark building, we crunch over debris left behind by vandals. As we continued through, the aroma of the musty furniture and mildewing carpet from the years of harsh weather pouring in surrounded us. We followed the light streaming in through the vast broken windows that encased the pool room. The pool, filled with broken furniture and green, murky water, showed years of deprivation as the water slide and the diving board sat in utter woe. As we crept through the pool room, our footsteps echoed as we got closer to the other side. With the exit in sight, we moved towards the sunlight and emerged deep within the resort. Stepping out into the overgrown courtyard, we gazed upon the buildings that once held so many memories and traditions. We stumbled upon the honeymoon suites first. Following the crippling wrought iron staircase up, we climbed to the top to explore. With every cautious step, the staircase seemed to tremble and shake. Once getting to the top, we followed the narrow hallway down where the rooms resided. Some doors were welded shut, as you could imagine, more than once. Some visitors came, pried open doors, even broke windows to gain access. A lot of the rooms were destroyed, but some still contained the red heart-shaped jacuzzi tubs, the red shag carpet, and the ceiling-to-floor mirrors surrounding the whole room. As we continued around the resorts, stumbling over the vines wrapping around the overgrowing trees, we came to a broken-down man-made bridge that crossed the trickling stream that led into the lake. As we maneuvered carefully over the tiny bridge to get to the other side, where the wooden cabin-like condos were, the condos sat along the crumbling road that led up to the back of the forest. The structures were eaten away by years of neglect and inclement weather. Many roofs were collapsed and floors sunken in. Most were so dilapidated that you couldn't even get past the front door. At the end of the road, we found a vehicle that seemed to be set aflame by vandals. The car was charred a shade of orange from the rust, in addition to the graffiti that covered most of it. Soon, we headed back towards the entrance in fear of getting caught. On our way, we were sidetracked. To our right were what seemed to be palaces. This tall structure towered over us, casting a shadow, emitting this mysterious and intriguing vibe. "We have to go in," we both exclaimed. Climbing through the splintered front door, we walked into what used to be the living room. The couch, still intact, sat along the wall covered in broken glass and wood chips. the coffee table cockeyed in the corner. Everything seemed disheveled and in disarray. Around the corner were steps leading up to the second level. On the second level, there was a round tub in the middle of the room, surrounded by mirrors. In the corner, there was a stage with what seemed to be a stripper pole, still glistening from the sunlight coming in through the skylight. From the second level, there was a few steps that led up to the bedroom. The nostalgic round bed was surrounded by 3 white columns, which gave an elegant feel to this dilapidated, dated structure. Just beyond the round royal bed, extensive glass French doors led out into a large balcony overseeing the whole resort. Upon leaving the property, we ran into other urban explorers. We swapped stories, gossiped about the abandoned properties, and I certainly believe that word of mouth is your best bet to find your next adventure.